I'm at another page. I'm trying to see if I can get everything I need. Right quick, right fast. Let me see. Your will is what? Alright. I got my tweezers. I got my thread. You know what? I put this label out here. I will try. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Mm, my goodness. I got to thread this machine back up. Ooh, look at that tin thread here. Yeah, some petty. I count. Okay, then I got one over here. Yeah. I'll use these later. I'm so glad I went and stopped and looked because it said they didn't have any at all online, but it had one left on the shelf. I was so excited. Hey, Kanan. Good afternoon. It's afternoon over here. I hope you have a great day and wash your hands. Yeah, it never left. It never left. That's what it seemed like. It's a whole bunch of other stuff they been talking about too lately. I was like, okay. So what is a surge going on? Because it's mighty convenient. The surge is going on. Try anything to keep them primary votes down. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. You know what? I had a friend that I was talking to years ago, and we was just cool. And I told him this was like after this was around the time. This is probably 2022. It wasn't quite 2023 yet, but I told him I had a dream. I promise you, I woke up and it was a weird dream. I didn't have it, but I had a dream about it being, like a real big thing. And it was crazy because it was a certain person that was in my dream, and it was I guess you could say a homegirl of mine that I was friends with for a long time. And like When I woke up, my interpretation was hell. You know, maybe she had got that thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe her husband was out there in the streets. I don't know. You know, because a lot of them be street meat. So I just ain't really, had that much left to interpret on that. But yeah, it's a lot going on. That's why I be at the house. Now, I did go do my little running around because these people crazy. I had to get that out the way. But what's the green one? That's the blue one. I gotta read this thing. I gotta put some decency in order. I do. I should put some oil on it. Yes, he said. He said, "Wash your hands, stay safe, and wrap it up." Yes, Kana coming through with the message for the day. Yes, he keeping everybody safe and alive on this here day. How's the weather? Actually, it's pretty good. The only thing, this is my complaint. It's been pretty decent because I ain't turned no more air on. Ever since I started getting light bills that was double the price that I normally get, or like at least 40% higher, I was like, baby, we gonna cut these fans on. We gonna open windows. Like I have a stutter. Yeah, not the stutter typing. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm just mad that they playing games. I ain't like I literally let me tell you what I just finished doing. I literally hold on, let me fold this picture. I got something else up here. I took I went and looked at my meter. Yes, I just wanted so right now, because I can run the date back. Today is August 29th. My reading at this point is 0120. I better not see nothing different on my bill. All of them open. I'm getting ready to actually go open my living room windows because, like, for some reason, we don't really be out there that much, and I'm getting ready to connect that airflow. Yeah. Mm-mm. But a lot of people, now I don't know about on the west, but I know all up and down the east coast, people been like, yo, like one lady, I had to be quiet when I seen hers. It was only like 800. Well, hers was 800. I was like, oh, let me be quiet. Hey, Pink Panther. Listen, I was just talking about how them power bills done went up, and I said I just went and did my own meter reading. I'm doing a check. So this video, matter of fact, I didn't have my phone, so when I finish this live, I'm gonna go back over there, and I'm gonna do me a picture. Oh, thank you for subbing and liking. Hey, Dean. Yeah, I did my own little meter reading. Yes, they not gonna play with me this time because it was crazy. Like, and then when I got the next one, it was still. I was like, wait a minute. I know half of this month we had all that weather from that storm that was supposed to be coming, so it was really cool and nice. So maybe next month they'll realize, you know. But if it come in again, oh, we gonna have it out. It's been in the 90s. Oh yeah, ours went down. Hey Terrifier, ours went down. And it's been, like in the 80s or so. So I can say right now it might be like 82 degrees. I mean, at times it can be uncomfortable because I ain't gonna lie. When I came back inside, sometimes I don't be live because like when I get hot, I refuse to put anything on. So I had to come, put myself back together to hit the live. But yeah, I'm good. Terrified. The whole summer it was cold now. What? Oh no. It was on fact. See, we had the opposite kind of see. That's why you should have been it when I tell you it was so hot. It was like the whole well, I can't speak for nobody else. I know it felt like we was in a microwave. And even with running my air is normally not higher than like 75. And it was keeping it at a decent temperature, but it shouldn't have been like no $150 worth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not like I'm used to maybe 100, but it went up at least 30%. But allegedly, word on the curb, a lot of private equity companies are, getting their money because of the return that they're able to get with the electric companies now. So a lot of people have really, really, yeah. I don't know how they're gonna, mm. It was just hot nonstop for like 2 months straight. It was so unbearable. It was like I'm going outside at 9. It had to be dark for me to be out there, and it was still hot. So I'm glad, low key. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad. What's her name? Aaron came through. I'm glad Aaron slid through and did brought the temps down for us. You can FaceTime me when you hot. Let's be hot together. I don't have FaceTime, Kane. I don't have FaceTime. I don't have an iPhone. I do have an iPad though. He's terrible. He's terrible, Jack. He wouldn't be terrible if he wasn't Canaan. You said me either. You ain't got an iPhone either, so oh Duo. Do I got Duo? I think I might do. I might have it because sometimes I take that off because I just don't be wanting a whole bunch of unnecessary people duoing me. Oh, I do have it. And see, that's the reason why I don't have it because it's crazy. Because if you have the same type of Android or whatever, if you have an Android, you know who's up there. That's why I normally disable it. Mhm. Kane and Tara were talking about being hot together. No, but it was terrible. Like it was so bad. It was really bad. Terrible. See, that's why I normally have it deactivated. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Hmm. I had a friend that used to always have androids, and they was the main reason why I deactivated it. It's 9:30 a.m. and it's already 89. Oh yeah, it's hot over there. Mm. But it was like it was so bad. Like I would have expected mine to go up if I had my air like maybe on 65 or something. But 75, yeah, it's something not right. It's yeah, but yeah, I heard the private equity firms finding a way to be able to get a quick return. I was like, baby, I need to go ahead because like, but you know what? That does make sense because throughout the last couple years, I can't speak for nobody else, but I know our power company. What happens is quarterly. What they do quarterly, they literally like do they cutoffs every 3 months because it affects their profit, their bottom line for that quarter. So like they'll find a reason and see what started happening was I think more places are going to start lobbying against it because um I know here last July there were laws set in place so that the power company could not abuse it. Being able to, basically run down on people for power because it's only one company and they can do what they want to do. So they put certain laws in place And those laws are amazing. But the thing is, that is a way for them to be able to go around the laws. That's the only thing I can think of. And plus, mm, it's the fact that they still got a profit. Like, yeah, so that's why they went up on it, because they, like, every quarter they would barely break even. When I used to look at the look into Dominion. Now they getting all the money, girl. Girls, guys and girls, they getting all the money. They getting us bad. I don't appreciate it. Okay, let me fix this. Yeah, child. We got to cut everything off around here. We can't do that with fans. Okay. I'm not doing all that. But it ain't a big thing. I don't have no itty bitty babies or nothing like that. So this little teeny hole. I need some more light. Mm. I hate this machine. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't dislike this machine. I just don't like when it unravels because it's a headache rethreading. You know what? I do have a machine. I need to go ahead and part out. I'm gonna go ahead and just step it so I can part it out. You what already? What that mean? Katie, you gotta tell me what you mean. I wasn't saying that. I don't know what that means. Oh, you cut up early in the morning over there. Lord have mercy. I had made my coffee right. Man, I ain't had no creamer. I literally I had went ahead and made my coffee, drove to the store, went in and got my creamer and poured it up in the parking lot. They was not gonna catch me slipping. Day two without my coffee. Cause yesterday, baby, I was this close to going and get me an orange jumpsuit. I don't like when people play in my face. And they lucky I ain't dragged them by now. But I ain't gonna do that. Cause the thing is, they try to inconvenience me and cause me, to lose money. It ended up actually blessing me and ended up making a lot of money yesterday. So I just think it was a test. I feel like I passed it somewhat because I did what I had to do. I was quick on my feet. Oh, that's what happened the last time. I was doing it wrong. That's why I was in here frustrated, looking crazy yesterday. I put a damn thing in wrong. I was doing too much yesterday anyway to try to get it right anyway. Yeah, child, they try to cut me at the knees. I said, no. Child, they try to hit a lick, try to run down on the kid. But God, son was even laughing. But you know what? It just confirms all of the things I talk about when it comes to what I've noticed when it comes to the mentality of the area, just being sneaky and low down. But thankfully, my discernment stay on 10 and I stay ready. That way I ain't really gotta get ready. And that motherfucker that was playing in my face yesterday, trying to act like he didn't know what the hell was going on, bitch, you was part of it. It's all good. I ain't gotta put my hands on nothing and nobody. But one thing about it, I was able to handle my business. And see, the goal was to catch people off guard that they thought they had. And to me, it wasn't even about, it was about them playing in my face. And it was about the fact that they thought they was going to really, really get their money like that. And the funny thing is, I ended up selling it pennies on what you thought you was going to make. Because honestly, it wasn't even about the money to me because I wouldn't use it. So you always got to learn how to win in a situation. It will, you know what I'm saying? I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, y'all got me mad because I ain't have my coffee. But after a while, afterwards, bitch, I was able to laugh. Stupid hoe. Yes. Get this thing working. It's working, but it's all up under there. Come on, man. And the crazy thing is, I changed all the thread up at the top, but it just want to give me a hard time today. Oh, okay, something. That's it. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I did have that one come out. Yes, indeed. This thing all twisted up. I might as well just replay it out and see. I be making heat shade after heat shade. I don't know where that came from. Doing too much. I'm just working on some orders that I got today. Whenever I finally get this threaded, but I ain't doing nothing new. I I don't know. I just been I got other stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. So, and that was another reason why I cut back and just do like a little Etsy situation, because this ain't gonna be my main focus. I'm really getting ready for writing season. So, and practicing my proposal writing. So that's what I've been working on. I would starve if I only just sold. Oh, see, hopefully it'll act right now. Trying to get my braids back in. Yes, child. They hit me in a chokehold. Thought they were gonna profit off my pain. Mm-hmm. I'm sure everything is need to be. What is in that? Come on. It kind of supposed to be in. But you know what? I don't understand. I don't know why like people like to play with me on that level. Because it's like a lot of things that I can do. up, and all I gotta do is send an email. What neighbors? They long gone. Some people, them people left. It's been a year. They left last year. I think it was like last August. Maybe she finally got tired of getting her tail touched. I don't know. But yeah, I had did a video talking about I think I did a video talking about it. Yeah, she went and took them children on down the road. They need to be I mean maybe they doing that down there where they at. Girl, I got you know what? I got up real early this morning. I did a video on TikTok about Brooke. They eat her up because I just don't understand how she just be so easy and she let them dudes get close to her. And that dude, Messy Doll, he went in and talked about her so bad. He said that she was messing with the dude that owned the house and messing with the brother. Then he alleged that she had scored from the brother. I said, my goodness. And then she said the brother stayed in that house and he was saying that that's not a 5-bedroom house. That her and her kids is sharing the house with some. I said, this is too much. Now, how in the world? She was upset about this. She got to crying about it a little bit. I don't know how she do it. And it happens every time. And it's funny because she'll fall out with her and then she get right back online with him. And like for real, I get it money wise because if she is still able to be cool with people and still talk with them all on the same platform, that's a little different. So that's how she keep her money. So I feel like she ain't delayed enough to understand that part. Oh, they was. I ain't even seen nothing over here. Yeah, she's a mess. Like, and then it be so weird because she talked all that trash, what she still do on a regular basis, and she lied about her living situation, according to Messy Dog, because um it just be a lot. She be doing too much. And like even when she was staying in the room, it was a situation like she just kept talking about how she was paying all this money to stay there and it, oh, also Messy Doll had said that the agreement was $2,000 up front and then I think probably deposit and move in. And because I guess she didn't have the whole four, he was like, if you do a little something, we can go ahead and ride with the 2,000. And I was just like, how would this man know all it? Like, yes, and her kids saying that. Oh no! So it was a clip that I heard yesterday, and I just kept playing it, trying to make sense of it. I was trying to listen to what was said. So I don't know, maybe I heard it wrong, but what I heard on the clip, she was like, she was eating some food because you know how people do like clips and whatever of her lives and stuff, or whatever. She was eating some food, and then she was like, I guess she saved the rest of it and she handed it to her daughter. And she was like, yeah, he'll put that in our room. I was like, our room? All you gotta do is sit back and listen. She tell everything. Oh, man, we working. Hold on. What is these two? They keep coming off. Oh gosh. Yeah, she just it's a lot going on with that. And I just I don't like I don't know. She just be doing a lot. And then the way she treat that little girl, Ken, I don't care for that. But they be saying she be saying her kids be bad in the mofo. I was like, dang. She said that they had threw her teeth in the trash. I said, that's what she get for talking all that trash. She said she went to look for her teeth, and it was wrapped up in a tissue paper. I said she probably did it by mistake. That probably done hit one and forgot all about the damn teeth, girl. Mm-hmm. And then she just be. I don't know. I know one thing. You gotta either to do what you do on social media. Let her call it Soda Misha. Baby, you got to tell all your business. You have to have a documented IEP on somebody public school file. You got to look like an IEP, or because like they got a lot of fiends that's up here making bank. Like all they gotta do is turn their phone on. Like that dude Telvin. Y'all heard about the dude Telvin from over on TikTok? Telvin and Alicia. Okay. So Telvin, everybody knew who Telvin was from Grip Baby. So he got all his whole existence from being on Grip's platform. His whole life, his whole existence. Nobody knew who he was. You heard, right? So he came from her, and he was so messy. But the thing is, to me, at one point in time, as long as it benefited her, it was cool. And I think I said it on my video yesterday because he ended up catching a DV charge with the new girl because it was a few girls that played his love interest on Soda Misha. And yeah, they played his love interest, and they got a little bit of notoriety. People knew who they was, and they was percolate, around the internet. So him and the girl Alicia, they don't went to the umpteenth power. She lived all the way in New York. He lived all the way in Texas. She started coming where he was at. Now, mind you, he can't go where she at because I think he on papers. When I tell you, they give every bit of uh Bobby and Whitney. That's who they give me. They give me Bobby and Whitney vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they give Bobby and Whitney. They really do. They just ain't got the money. They getting the money from the social media people. They getting the money from the people that watch them. So him and her has been able to, create some type of stability just from being on social media. She making money from being his boo thing. He making from money from being with her. Because to me, I literally feel like, yeah, they all bad. I feel like him by himself, nobody would check for him. I promise you. He is the type of dude, in my opinion, that is used to using a woman some type of way to make it. So he's only 32. He looked every bit of 50. No, I ain't gonna say he looked 52. You would have thought he was at least in his 40s by now. He admitted, he was like, yeah, I've been doing rugs my whole life. I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, he said, I done lived a hard life. And he admitted, he was like, so basically he had got locked up and he had got out all in a couple of days, just all in a couple of days. It was just like, then he got locked up on the 22nd and he got out yesterday. Child, he came straight back to TikTok. I guess the girl had dropped the charges because he had one of these charges. And wherever he did it at, I want to say it was in Louisiana somewhere. He just got along. He got a lot of stuff in his background. And I ain't gonna lie, when he first came out, or like when people first started noticing him, I would listen to some of the stuff he said, and people were so caught up in laughing because he can make you laugh. Girl, he can make you forget like how much of an effed up person he is or has been in the past by the way his delivery, like how he can talk. Like I think he just like he make people feel he make people feel at ease giving up all their money. He is like the strike and stroke type of person. Like, throw him in stroke and then strikey type of person. So he good at that. And I remember him telling the story. Man, listen. When he was telling the story, the girl was the same girl that he's dealing with. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was on the live when he told the story back when he was out there so bad, and he was out there him and he was with some girl that was his baby mama. He said he literally would sell all that girl food stamps every month. Matter of fact, the person that he would sell them to, he said they had that girl card. I said he didn't say he sold his. He was with a woman he had a child with. She already had her own kids. She ended up on it with him to the point where she lost the child. And then he was telling a story about how CPS intervened and he ended up going to parenting classes to be a better parent. I think he got more kids, man. He got about 3 or 4 on now. And then he got one that's like not even 1 years old. But anyway, it's just the Telvin show. I'm just gonna call it the Telvin show. So now, everybody was anticipating, like waiting to hear from her, waiting to hear from him to see what really happened. Because realistically, she had started like being in Texas a lot. Like you would think she actually moved there so much, right? I haven't heard her say anything. I haven't heard that she spoke, but he's up there soaking it in because he has an audience. He has an audience of people. They be gifting him. They be sending him like I remember the first time that lady flew to Texas. They sat on live and everybody donated for their first date. Not me. I just had to watch to see, like, because everybody was like, yo, this is really, really going on. I'm like, that ain't happening. That ain't for real. But it was. So, And you can tell. That's why I say it's like a Bobby and Whitney situation. You can tell when they in party mode. You can tell when they get ready to start cutting up. You can tell they either full or they had some extra. You can tell. Let's see that neighbor do. I just told y'all they gone, Kanan. Remember, I did. You know what? I might have did the video and removed it because it was so bizarre. And you know what? I think I went and checked the docket. I think they ended up dropping the charges. Oh yeah, somebody had asked me, how's my neighbors? I was like, what neighbors? They've been gone like a whole year. But basically, what was going on? They had a DV situation in Florida. He came up here. He was working with a well-known company in the area, and the crazy thing is, I didn't know who he was, but it was like he knew who I was. It was so like in the beginning, it was so quiet. I didn't even know they had moved in. Like I never seen no furniture. I ain't never. I literally seen the lights coming on every now and then, and then after a while, I just started hearing kids. So I didn't even know nobody had moved in. They ain't had no furniture. Like they just like literally just popped out of nowhere. And I really think what happened was he had her come here because the charges were in Florida. So technically by law, they weren't even supposed to be around each other until either A, he was sentenced, or B, the charges were unfounded. And so it was crazy because it was a lot of gaslighting, and he was telling her that it ain't happened. I was like, okay. And I think they do that a lot down there. Like they, literally don't show up. So because if you don't have a victim, you don't have a case. I mean that a lot of the officers. It was an officer that was from Florida that told me that he was like, "Shoot, you ain't, don't nobody show up. It ain't. It's like it ain't happened." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then think about if the state picked it up. So yeah, they gone. That girl. Matter of fact, she moved this time last year. It's been a year since they been. I ain't had no downstairs neighbors in a year. Mm-mm. They've been so peaceful. Don't nobody want to live out here. I don't even want to live out here. And see, I could be easily dragging them for Phil, but I'm growing up. I could literally drag the company for Phil. Okay, okay, all right. Check you out later. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel better soon. There's quite a few people that said that. I want to say Deborah said that too. Deborah said the same thing. She had surgery. I think she said that. Yeah, she told me that when we was on TikTok. Hmm. But yeah, it's been peaceful. I did get to I got a neighbor next door. They're pretty cool though. I don't what I'm saying. They don't have a whole bunch of kids or nothing like that. They hardly ever there. They cool. I wish like the whole building could be that way. I do. But you don't get to choose your not you don't get to choose your neighbors. I don't think you ever get to do that unless you live on like some acres of land and ain't nobody close by. That's the only way. I'm like, didn't these kids just go back to school? They out. Oh, the holiday weekend. I've been saying kids all day. Oh, I was like, he look like he look. Oh, okay, he all right. I stay in the. I be on my pearl. You gotta be in the window, especially what I seen yesterday. You gotta stay in the window. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna get it put up. I mean, it look like everything is together right now, but I just don't want no surprises when I get started. Let me try this. I'm trying to get this off with. This machine will not let me break at all. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, I think we got motion. We got motion. We got motion. We got motion in these streets. Okay, we got motion in these streets. Actually gonna get something done today. And I need to go get this over with. So I go to the post office. And I hate to do that. I'm gonna time it. Hold on, what's on there? Cause Friday be terrible. Like they literally they got like a long project, like like years in the making of reconstructing, well, adding more lanes to our highways. And the crazy thing is, in certain parts of the area, because we have tunnels that you need to get over to the other side. You have to go through them. So everybody and their mama will like get off the highway and ride through some part of this city and mess up the whole traffic flow just to come back to the other end of the bridge. Like they're getting across faster, but they don't. It just be a mess all over. And I was just having a conversation with one of my new associates. I was just saying, you can't pay me to have to get on that interstate every day and go do nothing. It's terrible because we got a lot of military bases. So just imagine we got people from everywhere. We got people just enlisting and getting freedom from home. We got college students. We just got everything going on over here. It's a hot mess. And cricket politicians. Let me stop. I need to stop my mess. Okay, so the other one is a large, I think. Yeah, I can finally get this done. After fighting with that machine, I feel like I'm about to get somewhere. I was supposed to do this yesterday, and then I got another one tonight. I mean, last night. So I was like, let me go ahead and knock both of them out and ship them together at the same time. What's that noise? And get it out, get it over with. I did. That's why I'm glad I stopped by Michael's though, because I was able to get those little hooks. Not the little hooks, but the little these little things right here. So I got something that I've been wanting to make. I've been wanting to make the adjustable ones, and on Michael's website they kept saying they didn't have them, and they had one pack. I said, "Look at God! That's probably the one pack I was looking for the last time I went there and couldn't find it." But I'm so glad I found it. I'm so glad I made it. Let me stop. Okay, I might have to put this side because I need me an adult nap. That's what I need after I do this. I got my champagne on chill, and I'm gonna kick back after that. Okay. Hmm. It'd be crazy because even when I'm quiet, my mouth, I'm in my mind be in overdrive about certain things and processing information. But yeah, that's that one. I really need to print my label out for my next one. So glad I made it. That back and see what size it is. I made it through. Okay. I'm shout out to Arkansas. I see you. Period. I think it's printing. Yeah, it's printing. I can hear it from here. Oh, what's that? Now I can search that one. Get my other one together. I gotta go get. I just want to go take a nap, but I can't right now. I got up too early. What's my table tape? And what's that? Oh, let me see what size it is. I can put in. See what size. delicious. That's how I mix them up. The size, there's three of those sizes. Oh Lord, they look like I lost it. Thank goodness. I ain't got time. Like, why? What more do you want from me? And my Clarice voice. Oh, this one I forgot. Real good. Cracking. About to get it cracking in here. It's hot. Oh, I already read. I'm tripping. But yes, show you this thing down. Oh, I gotta make a call too. I gotta call the people. Yes, I need to hurry up and handle that business. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. That piece ain't go in. I gotta fix that phone. I wonder, it's not seeing right about that. I don't think I ever do all that. sometimes. You don't catch everything in the machine. That's why I go back and look at it a few times. And I gotta finish the inside of that thing. Um, you know what? I did it. What's the name of it in a minute? I think it's 4 3. Is it 4 3 4? No, it's 3 4 3 3 3. And that's how you I think that's the right numbers. How you can gather the fabric. Oh, oh, I like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, cut another one. Quick. I'm so tired. That's good. Cut right here. I gotta cut that down a little bit. Mm. Hopefully I can gather it. I just don't like it on gather it tight enough for me. All right, let me see if it's gonna add together. There we go.